That was The Shags with Philosophy of the World off of their 1969 album of the same name. They were a teen rock group back in the 60s. This was their only album for a while. The first pressing of this album actually only produced 1,000 copies, and 900 copies just vanished after or they just vanished out of the warehouse, and then the record company's producer slash president vanished, and the label quickly folded. This was a group that was funded solely by their father. He was their manager, and he funded the album they made entirely. And it's definitely like a strange recording. A lot of people consider it, it's definitely like an outsider music gem. If it's intentionally done, it's kind of avant-garde. It's definitely some form of proto-punk or proto-indie music, something like that. Like, this influenced so many people, even though it's not that great technically. It's just really interesting to listen to, you know? It's a piece of music history that you can't call it great, but you can't call it bad. At least me. I mean, it's got that sloppy sound that I really like. I mean, sure, it's like the rhythm's kind of off, and you could tell they don't really play very well. It's just a really neat sound, I think. We're listening to that today because we have a Beatles song from 1969 coming up. This came out a little later this year. So, you know, of course we got to listen to something from 1969. Hi, my name is Bean, and you're watching Battle of the Band. We're on day 102 of the Beatles tournament. Still crazy that we're in the hundreds, but it's easier to remember the number without screwing it up and having to do a million takes, like I've been doing. And today we have one song that is definitely a favorite versus a song that is definitely not very well known. First up, we've got Come Together, and that's the opening track on Abbey Road. It's written by John Lennon, and was to be used as a campaign song for LSD enthusiast Timothy Leary, who was running for governor of California at the time. John had to say about it, "The thing was created in the studio. It's gobbledygook. Come Together was an expression that Leary had come up with for his attempt at being president or whatever he wanted to be, and he asked me to write a campaign song. I tried and tried, but I couldn't come up with one. But I came up with this, Come Together, which would have been no good to him. You couldn't have a campaign song like that, right?" Which is true, that'd be a weird campaign song. And that is going up against Junk, which is a Paul McCartney song. He wrote it in India in 1968, and it later appeared on his 1971 solo album, McCartney, and we'll be listening to the Beatles version, which appears on Anthology 3. I haven't heard this one at all, and I have no clue what it's about. There's no information, really. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Everybody knows what Come Together sounds like, so we may as well just listen to that in reverse and with a bit of distortion, because that's how we do it here. Also, if you're new here, the concept is basically that we took every single Beatles track and we threw them into a single elimination-style tournament, and we're just making them face off to see which one would be the very best Beatles song in the end. We're still in round one. It's 102 days in, and we're still in round one. So let's go ahead and get into it, because we're in a hurry to get to round two, right? Not really. Here's Come Together. That is a great song. I never realized before until looking at the lyrics here how many of the lyrics I just got wrong in that song. Like the part that geez, I don't even know how to describe it. It's the very beginning of the song, and it's like the kind of the chorus. It's after the chorus usually in the song. But John is saying shoot. I never thought he was saying shoot me before. I just thought it was a weird vocal thing. John is clearly saying shoot me. I can hear it now that I've read the lyrics. Couple other things here. Hold you in his armchair, you can feel his disease. I always thought was hold you in his arms, yeah, you can feel his disease. I guess it's kind of the same thing though, either way. Super good song. Love just like all the like the electric piano, the drums are super cool, the bass is super cool, the guitar, everything in there is just like the definition of cool ass music, and I'm here for it. It's funny that this song actually has a lot of references to heroin, like the Shoot Me, because the next song is Junk. But I think Junk is actually about literal junk and not about heroin. Let's find out. Here's Junk. Well, that one's very obviously a demo track. There's even like some feedback on the microphone in there. And he's kind of mumbling some of the lyrics, like he hasn't totally come up with what the lyrics will be. I got this breaking news while I was recording that video. Reminder to everybody, if somebody's doing your laundry for you, take the gum out of your pants. Sorry, Megan. Yeah. Yeah. That was pretty good, but it's definitely not a complete song. It's a pretty easy choice. I'm just gonna go ahead and give that one to Come Together. I've got nothing but good things to say about that entire song. That is one of my favorite Beatles songs and will absolutely be going far in this tournament. That's a spoiler. If you'd like to talk about it, we've got some social media set up. There's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You could actually vote for which song you thought was better on the Instagram poll, and we will update that the next day to tell you who won. I do link the songs down below as well, so you can check out these songs played normally if you'd like to. You could also check out the Shags song that I played earlier in its entirety, if that's your bag. We have a Cash App as well, so make sure you hit us up on Venmo and Cash App. The handle's right down below. Just hand us some dough. I also linked the tournament down below, so make sure you check the tournament out in the description. We're getting so close to the end of round one. I mean, comparatively speaking, there's still like a little under a month left, but we've been going at this for months now. I guess almost 4 months now, right? 3 months. I don't know. Like this video if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content and you want to see more of it. We've got more tournaments coming. The Beatles is just another, like, 5 months. That's not long. Share this video with your friends and family as well. Let them know there's a Beatles tournament afoot. Come Together's moved on to round 2, and you got to see what's coming up next. Sell it just like that. Comment down below with which song you would have chosen out of these two if you were in the hot seat today. And that's all the music content I have for you today. I hope you all have a great night, a fantastic afternoon, and a wonderful morning. I'll see you tomorrow for some more Beatles and Butthole Servers action. Bye. I fucked up. Thanks, Internet. You know what? I'm gonna go fill up my drink. And I love you.
Oh, God, yeah, I love this shit out.
Right.
75.
Yeah.
You might want to wait another 2 minutes because then the